Sit in a comfortable posture with your spine erect and if necessary supported. Remain still. Allow your attention to slowly grow still as well. Do this for 5 to 7 minutes a day. You will notice that your breath will slow down. What is the significance of slowing down the human breath? Is it just some respiratory yogic acrobatics? No, it is not. A human being breathes 12 to 15 times per minute, normally. If your breath settles down to 12, you will know the ways of Earth's atmosphere. That is, you will become meteorologically sensitive. If it reduces to 9, you will know the language of other creatures on this planet. If it reduces to 6, you will know the very language of the earth. If it reduces to 3, you will know the language of the source of creation. Let's say you want to create a meditation space in your home. Or let's say you have old people or children in the house, or somebody is sick, then just for regular general conduciveness also, you can do this. You use all the 5 elements to do this. You create So, you just draw 4 triangles, 2 upward-facing triangles, 2 downward-facing triangles. Let's say you spaced it out like 10 by 10, 10 feet by 10 feet, or 6 feet by 6 feet, or whatever the space you want to create, and a central 2 triangles intersecting so that it forms like an anahata star. You can draw this with flour, rice flour, or you can draw this with grains, let's say pulses or just rice. You can just make an outline or you can fill it. You can even use fine red earth to do this. So, totally there are 6 triangles here. It's the 6 chakras and the 5 elements and the 5 different fires. So you create a plate, preferably a copper plate or any metal plate, let's say, filled with water, and in that you keep a lamp, a ghee lamp or a vegetable oil lamp, preferably sesame oil. So sesame oil or ghee or any other vegetable oil, and 5 lamps with water body around it. You just burn this for 6 to 8 hours in the day. This area will gather a certain level of aura and the Akashic element will become dominant. If there are sick people, growing children, old people, it will do wonders for them. Or if you want to meditate, you want to create a meditative space, it will work beautifully. You should not put your head to the north and sleep. If you put your head to the north and sleep during the night when you're in horizontal positions, then slowly the blood will get pulled towards your brain. When there is too much circulation in the brain, you cannot sleep peacefully. It'll keep you disturbed. If you have any kind of, inherently weak aspects in your brain, or if you're of old age, you could die in your sleep. One can have hemorrhage because extra blood is trying to enter the brain where the blood vessels are hair-like. Something extra is being pushed because of the magnetic pull. When you're in a vertical position, This is not so. The moment you become horizontal, this pull on the head is so strong that slowly the blood tries to move towards the brain. So this is true only in the northern hemisphere. If you go to Australia, you should not put your head to the south. If you're in India, you should not put your head to the north. You can put it any other way, it's okay.
So Hatha Yoga is about creating a body which will not be a hurdle in one's life. One thing is, before we practice, it's always best that we use water, just a certain volume of water to flow over you or to be immersed in a water which is cooler than room temperature. The water must be, let's say, within 5 to 8 degrees centigrade lower than the room temperature, not more than that. You put the body in cold water, the cells will contract, the in-between spaces will open, and that's important for practicing yoga. Because we want the cellular structure of the body to be charged with a different dimension of energy. Why one person seems to be far more alive than the other is essentially because of this. And once your cellular structure is charged with energy, it will remain youthful for a very, very long time.
Tone down your nonsense a little bit. You're bull, tone it down. With the world around you, maybe you have to put on an act. At least when you're alone, there should be no act. You must be just yourself. Yourself does not mean your personality, yourself means life. So one simple thing you do is, just see, test yourself today itself and see. Simply sit, eyes open, simply, still, unmoving. See if you can bring everything to a certain stillness. No need to stare at something, no need to concentrate, no need to take away your thoughts, no need to think about this and that, nothing. Simply sit still, just like that. You will see how much nonsense you're making up all your life. If you tend to fall sick very easily, find a tree that looks lively to you in terms of its abundance of fresh leaves or flowers, go spend some time around it. If possible, have your breakfast or lunch under that tree. As you sit under the tree, remind yourself, this very earth is my body. I take this body from the earth and give it back to the earth. I consciously ask Mother Earth now to sustain me, hold me, keep me well. You will find your body's ability to recover is greatly enhanced.
The first thing that's been taught to us is, if food appears in front of you, to hold your hands upon the food for a few moments, just to feel how the food is. If something appears on my plate, if I just feel this, I know what to eat and what not to eat, what I should not eat. I don't taste it and then reject it, I just don't eat. Because my hands are the first level, not tasting in the sense the tongue tastes, but knowing the food. Even if you physically don't touch it, just being conscious and being there, it clearly tells you how the food will behave within you. Whether this particular food on this particular day, should it go into you or not, because every day your body is not the same thing. Every day, every moment it's different. If you feel the food, you just know whether this food has to go into you on this day or not.